What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode fucking 40 of the Maple-Baum podcast. Mark, how the fuck are you doing, buddy?
I don't know. I took a week off comedy. I think when I get back, I'm not going to say anything remotely funny. I think I'm going to just totally lose everything. This is the last episode of the Maple-Baum podcast, and it starts right now. This is it. This is an important one.
The last episode.
The last one.
No, it's not. We just getting started, baby. This is what you need. You need a fucking energy drink.
Continued. It's discontinued now. Success. It's
Guys, we're happy to be here. Stop it. Mark's tired. He's been going through some fucking... You took a week off comedy. Why? You want to explain? Like, just worn out?
Worn out. Sick. The first week of May, I did too much, and I was staying up too much, and I just wasn't getting enough sleep, and I got myself sick, and then I went to one single mic, and I half-assed it, and then I went home, and I took a week off, and then also I got a new nephew, so, you know.
Congratulations, I saw that.
Yeah, so, you know, sometimes... You can't ruin your life over this shit.
Of course,
you know,
yeah.
you need a small break here and there. You'll be back into it.
Yeah,
It's
too much of anything could be bad for you, even if you love it. You know what I mean? You love cocaine and bitches, right? But you can't have cocaine and bitches every night, Mark.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing with the comedy. As you know, the more you do of it, the better you are.
That's
as you know.
True. Well, again, just like boxing. The more you box, the more better you get at it. But if you train too much, you can wear yourself out. You can hurt yourself.
But hear me out, though, because it is an addiction.
Yes.
So beginning of the week, you know, it was after a 2-day break. Did a little bit of sets here and there. They were fine. And then it was a little bit better on Wednesday. And then it was a little bit better on Thursday. And then at my goddamn show in Lodi, that was probably one of the best sets I ever had over there.
Dope
I was using superpowers that day, and I was really with it. And then I burnt myself out. So
well, you gotta, like, for example, I took a 2-day break, and then I did a show yesterday, and then I took today off, and I feel like I'm really excited for the next. Well, of course, I'm going to be going to Reno and stuff, so I'm really excited to see. I love seeing different scenes. It makes me excited because, you know what I mean, it's people that you don't really know. But I'm really, I feel like I'm getting enough, like, of rest before I go into all that.
yeah.
And, yeah, I feel like you need rest here and there. I feel like you need
I needed a little bit. So, I don't know. This rest
You
stuff
took a
feels
whole
pretty
week, though?
good. Yeah, a whole week. Well, I got sick, too. So, you got to remember.
You were still, like, doing mics, though, when you were sick.
No. I only did caps,
Yeah.
okay? So I showed up to that.
You didn't You didn't do hype the next day?
Nope. I told you guys to go to hell that day.
I could have sworn you were there. You weren't there. Now that I see it, you
know
weren't
what
there.
it's kind of cool. Actually, I kind of like that. If I do so many mics, people just think I'm there.
I mean,
like my
hype
ghost
is so popping. Like I just assumed you were there. Like,
whoa, I'm bumping into people left and right. I guess Mark's somewhere in this crowd. I don't know.
Yeah. Are you sure you weren't there? There was a guy with a gun there. I'm sure it was you.
Cool. How did that guy do?
He stole your material, bro.
Okay. Oh, man. That's the joke I can't wait to do soon. Okay, here's my new joke I was thinking.
Well, and you know of one, I completely hype. You know the Neighborhood Watch one I'm working on?
Yeah.
I completely wiped it and made it into something else. And I feel like it's going to be a lot better. And then I have another bit on how I think old people don't deserve senior discounts.
I agree with that.
Thank you.
That's not controversial at all, actually.
You'll see the joke I have about it, but I'm glad you're with me. Old people are going to hate it, but comedy.
Yeah. My joke is about the big bad wolf trying to kill himself. So, he's like...
He's just looking in the mirror with the gun to his head. What big eyes you have! What big teeth you have!
My joke is this. It's I'm gonna huff, and I'm gonna puff, and I'm gonna blow my brains out.
Dude, you should say that too. You should say that, and like he's in the mirror with the gun, going, "What big eyes you have? What big teeth
eyes.
you have?" Like he's like shitting on himself.
No,
like,
I was thinking the three little pigs. They're beating on the
No,
door. It's
do
like
both.
He isolated himself in this brick house. We were able to get to him when he was in the hay house, and the house made of sticks. But ever since he went in this goddamn brick house,
that's a good. I like the idea. I think it's really
I don't
funny.
know. It's not gonna work. It's gonna be.
No, if you commit like you're committing right now, I think it would work.
The joke I thought was so gonna work this year was I was at this bar. It was a dog-friendly bar, and I thought this was like gonna be my next big one.
Oh,
And there was a dog fight, and the humans won. And I swear to Christ, I told that joke, and I told that joke, and I told that joke, and it got nothing. And then I would just
Isn't
like,
that
you know
the
what,
worst?
joke? Just go to hell. I hate that when you're
you
like,
like this is.
I
good.
got
like,
it.
You look at it, you're like yes, and then you perform
Yes.
it, and then everyone's like no.
You're like,
I still have
all right.
jokes that I want to bring out so bad. I have so many premises, but I don't know where to go with it.
you tell it, and you're like, this is okay, whatever, it happens. I'm gonna tell it the next one. All right, I'm gonna tweak it just a little bit. It's gonna work the third time, and then the fourth time, somewhere around the fourth time is where you're just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Forget it.
Like that neighborhood watch bit. I think the problem with it was I was being way too exaggerating about the situation. Like I have like this. I cut this out completely, so it's fine for me to say it on here. Basically, I have this joke where I'm like, oh, and we have neighborhood watches in suburban areas, but we don't have it in the ghetto where it's actually needed. And then I was like, what are they complaining about in the suburbs? Oh, somebody walked on your grass. I was like, dude, I woke up with a dead body on my lawn this morning, and I was like, that's a little too much. It's not realistic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want to do the joke as in like, because I grew up in ghetto areas. So when I go up there saying this shit, people are like, this white nerdy kid has not been in the ghetto. Like, you need to have that relatability. So
How was the ghetto life for you back in the day? Let's dive into that.
So it was actually kind of funny. So I had like, it was like Hannah Montana. I had the best of both worlds, right? Because my mom and dad were divorced. So the beauty of it is two separate neighborhoods. I should probably bring this in because this is actually a funny premise. My mom would be in the super nice suburb areas, like nice as in like the worst house you would see in the suburbs. So
Sure.
nothing great, but all the other kids, I had a lot of friends with a lot of games, so that was cool. But then you go to my dad. I don't know if you've ever been the east side of Stockton, east side Okieville. They call
East side Okieville.
They call it Okieville.
We might be relating to something on this one too, because my dad's side, he lived in a campo.
Yeah.
You know.
So, but east side Okieville, there are no sidewalks.
Cool.
And it's this.
So it's like the Jetsons.
No, it's not futuristic.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
But anyways, so it's funny because there were moments where my mom lived in Valley Springs, which, you know, super nice areas.
Nice.
And then my dad
Not
just always was in that area, just east side Okieville. You know what I mean? Fucking blah. And then weird.
Would there be
parts of-
scary dogs walking around the neighborhood and you'd be scared?
There were literally groups of dogs with no owners, just like
Wolf,
a pack.
cool.
And there's just
Okay.
a leader chihuahua fucking with a cowboy hat and an eye patch. It's crazy.
Ah, little bastard getting power, you know?
And
the
then,
hell, really?
so yeah, on the weekends, I was there, and then I'd go back home to my mom. But then as I got older, my mom started going to bad parts of town too. So not really that bad. My mom, from 8th grade to like high school, I had I was over by what's that park called? It's not Oak Park, is it? I forgot what the park is, but everybody hated that park because there's a lot of fucking drive-by. Anyways, then I finally had it both ways. So I was like, oh, great. I lost the suburban area. That's like what sucks when you're a fucking the poor kid.
So this isn't ghetto. This is Okieville.
Okie, I would consider. It's kind of ghetto. Not really. It was more like Uh, it was more. How do I say this? I don't know if ghetto is the right word, but
I would
maybe
say Okie.
not the best. There wasn't like, and you know what I mean. It was just fucking
My
not the
dad's spot,
greatest.
because I had the same situation where I had to go to my dad's half the time because of the divorce. So I made a sloppy slurping fucking noise into the mic just now. I hope no
Hmm?
one's listening to this on headphones. I
Hmm?
did.
Mm.
I did.
I didn't even
Anyway,
hear it.
okay. So anyway, I would go to a campo to visit my pop, and that was Okieville, and it was a lot of going to the liquor store with my dad into a very Hispanic owned liquor store, and there was a lot of like Budweiser posters of hot Latino women
That's
in
every
soccer.
liquor. Dude, maybe I don't know if we're thinking of the same thing. Literally every like, and where my dad lived, and literally all around there was just these little mom and pop liquor stores, and they had the same thing, like fucking hot Latino women with the Budweiser, the cardboard
Budweiser
cutout.
in soccer. Yeah, it was always Budweiser in soccer in Latino women or
Yep,
Latino women in soccer. It was
exactly what
always
that.
that combo. It was always that
But
combo.
this
And
is
it made
this.
me think all of them looked like that when I was a kid. I was like, God, Mexican women are the hottest women in the entire fucking planet. They all look like that. Son of a bitch.
Well, what was the reason why I say like would I consider it ghetto? Like no, because in the ghetto, like if you go downtown Stockton, people would like just stab you for nothing or whatever, right? But I feel like in Okieville, I there were so many lovely people there though. It was like they all were like we're in this together. There were some shitty people, but like
Yeah.
got along with all the neighborhood like kids and parents and stuff. Everyone loved each other, and like we had that like older Mexican lady who would make some bomb ass tacos and tell kids to come on over and stuff because like
Sounds
people,
homely.
you see what I mean? Like that's why I wouldn't consider it ghetto because in the ghetto people don't give a fuck about anybody else. But here it was like everybody was like kind of together, but then there was people in other ghetto areas that would come and fuck shit up for everybody. You know what I mean?
It was a community of poor wholesomeness. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the best way to describe it. Um, I don't know. Around in the campo, my dad would just accuse everyone of being a fucking tweaker. He'd always go, "That's a fucking doper over there, boy. Don't be a goddamn
Dude.
doper,
Are
boy."
you
Like
sure we're
that
not in the
doper.
same Okieville?
Maybe. I
Literally,
don't know.
my
Okay, so
grandfather was a
a
tweaker and
campo.
born and raised
Okay,
there.
a campo is here. Then there's Lodi, and then there's Stockton. Maybe it. I don't know. Everywhere you go, there's a tweaker Okieville everywhere in every state
Maybe,
when you kind
yeah.
of think about it. So
Well,
they're all over the place.
my grandpa ran
Whoa.
shit over there, man. Like, cause he used
Oh
to
my.
make meth and stuff. My grandpa was crazy. I have so much stuff I want to talk about with in my act about him. Cause my dad told me this story about my grandpa, and I never forgot it. My dad said one of the most craziest things. My grandpa would get in fights all the time, right? These
Yeah.
guys pulled up at a car and flashed a gun to my grandpa or something over some shit, probably over meth or whatever. And my dad said all my grandpa had was a Coca-Cola in his hand, not opened. And the guy was talking shit, and my grandpa said, "Say something else, see what the fuck happens." The guy went to say something.
Wow,
My
he was the
grandpa,
guy who invented that phrase.
he threw the Coca-Cola. It went through the passenger window, hit the driver, knocked him out, and then the Coke went outside the other window. Then he grabbed the guy in the passenger seat, beat the crap out of him until he got knocked out. And then my grandpa walked around the car, picked up his Coca-Cola, opened it up, and then drank it, and then walked back into the house.
What a Super Bowl commercial. Holy shit.
That's what I said. I'm like, that is the best Coca-Cola commercial ever.
Dude. No CGI used, just a fucking real fucking stunt shit. I don't know. I was trying to form some sense that was the best I can do. Fuck.
Well, yeah, like literally, like my grandpa was a fucking badass, dude. Like all the stories I've heard about him, he's fucking crazy. God
I'm
rest
gonna be
his
a
soul.
lame ass. I'm a new uncle. I'm gonna be a lame one. You're gonna be the one who's barely there.
Don't say that.
I don't know. I got to see him, and I was like, he looks like a little animatronic, the little new nephew,
A
and
little animatronic.
Yeah, he looks. It's great. I got over there, and he was alive, which is awesome. And then he looked like a small little thing that just moved around and it kicked a little feet and arms and everything.
My
So
sister has a daughter, and she calls me Uncle Stinky, and I hate it.
I like it. It's cute. It's accurate. Ha ha. You
Well,
do
no, my
stink.
my fucking girlfriend kept saying, "Hey, that's Uncle Stinky. That's Uncle Stinky." And then she's like, "Hey, Uncle Stinky." And now every time she fucking sees me, she calls me Uncle Stinky, and also anytime she sees a photo of John Lennon, she calls him Uncle Stinky because she thinks it's me. So yeah,
Remember John Lennon's last famous words?
which one?
Hey, put down that gun.
Fucking hell.
I don't know. Anyway, you're both buttheads. I agree with your little, what was it, your baby niece or
yeah.
something? Little niece. I agree. I got to bring back the word butthead. I think it sounds pretty fun. I think you can use it at any age, actually.
I mean, Beavis and Butthead. Oh.
No, just call it somebody like a butthead or booger brains. That's what I'm going to do at a roast battle. We go, hey, this guy is a booger brains. And then try to drop the mic, and like you're not gonna do that hacky drop the mic shit. Nobody does that shit anymore. I'm like, I don't know, fine, I won't do it. Also, that shit costs us money.
Oh, by the way,
I'm glad we both came from the same family, apparently.
That's honestly trippy that you say that. My family literally born and raised around Eastside Okieville and Stockton, and then they always told me like my stepdad and my dad never really fucked with each other growing up, but they know of each other because they went to like the same school, and my dad's family's fucking crazy.
I performed for his family at like a barn, something like that, and it was an interesting day. They treated me well. They were cool people, and never been in that kind of situation before.
What do you mean?
I don't want to out your family, but there was a very funny flag hanging. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, that's not my family.
Oh, okay, that's not your family. Okay.
No, it's that white people shit where like we've known them our whole lives, so we just call them uncle.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's real Italian greaseball shit.
Dude,
right there.
No, you don't understand how many uncles I have and how many their names are. The one you met was the most normal name. I have an Uncle Corn Dog, an Uncle Butter, and I have an Uncle Cowboy.
You should refuse to say those names.
I don't even. The fun fact, I don't even know their real names. I just call them by that because my dad's like, "That's your Uncle Corn Dog." I'm like, "Hi, Uncle Corn Dog."
Right
and
there.
I've been knowing him since I was like fucking born. Last 25 years of my life. I'm like, "Hello, Mr. Corn Dog." Yes.
Imagine our nicknames in the future. Oh, see that's your Uncle Incel right there, and there's Cancer Boy.
That was good. That was a name for the special. I was gonna call it Kid Cancer, but
that was a great Super Nintendo game. You know, remember Kid Cancer?
Yeah.
Oh man, what a platformer! I mean, it didn't get the fan base, you know, of like the other ones, but I don't know. It was still fun to jump on turtles' heads and shit.
Yeah, Kid Cancer.
Kid Cancer. I kind of like it.
You made me think of that Anthony Jeselnik joke. He goes, fucking, what was it? It was like, do you know people used to make fun of the creator of Mario when he used to crush turtles with a hammer? Well, look at him now. He's doing great for himself.
What's the joke?
Something like that. I don't remember.
All right.
I don't fucking remember other comics bits like word for word.
That was Anthony Jeselnik's joke you just said?
Something way better. Hang on, now I gotta Google it because now I'm gonna make him look bad.
What the hell kind of... That's just like an observation.
No, the joke is he killed turtles with a hammer, but he didn't. But
Butcher.
God damn it!
Joke like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, here it is. Hang on. Let me make sure I say it right. I don't know. I don't want to
hold in place.
I just read the biography of the guy who created Super Mario Brothers. Did you know that when he was a kid, people used to laugh at him when he would kill turtles with a hammer? That's the joke. See, so I didn't butcher it.
Okay. No.
I didn't butcher it that bad.
I'll let you pass. I'll let you pass.
You see what I mean?
You're trying to redeem them. Can I say this? This is what I want to talk about on here.
Mm.
I want to talk about the. I'm getting an influx of fake friends on Facebook.
Oh, like the
And
fucking
they're
model page, like where it's like a girl that's extremely hot and has the one photo.
no, I just get weird people out of nowhere. Well, first it's always the wave of like Middle Eastern accounts,
Oh yeah.
right? And then sometimes you get the fake models where it's just like out of nowhere they just have a new account for no
Mm.
apparent fucking reason. And then sometimes you get the comic from fucking Michigan or some
Yeah.
shit. And you're just like,
I've never been to
what?
Michigan and don't know any
I
comics from
don't
Michigan, but hello.
don't know you or anybody else there or any of you people. I don't know what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
I do some comics just get online and go, I need to have more followers and numbers. I'm just gonna follow anybody and anything.
Basically.
That's kind of weird and sad.
Yeah, I mean some like I get maybe that like I mean like I follow a few comics from LA that I barely met, but also they've told me like if you're ever in LA, let me know. I host this open mic and stuff. So
Yeah,
that is
sure.
different because it's like okay, at least I know when I'm in LA. If I don't have a show, I can hit this guy up because I have some kind of connection. But if I've
Yeah.
never been to Michigan and I'm just like I'm gonna add this Michigan comic from Stan, like I don't know.
Like one of the new Facebook accounts that I got, some guy from Houston, and he goes, "Man, I should stop doing weed." And he's like, "Man, I'm bummed out." And he's like, "Man, I just made $10 last week doing comedy, and no one everybody has told me to stop doing it, and this proves it, right?" And I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this guy. I don't know this guy, but if he's been doing it for a long time and he's just like finally did it and made $10 doing comedy, it's like, oh man. I don't know what the
That's
hell's going on with this dude.
that's a while.
That's a while. That's a while. I don't know. It's weird. And then I don't know what. I just don't know these people. A lot of them have the same picture over and over and over again. It's a
Yeah.
weird thing. I don't. Sometimes I just trust others and I just accept them as a friend. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, no, wait, I got hooked in again.
I usually
I don't know where I'm
go.
going with this.
I usually go off of like if I see how many mutuals we have too. I'm like, oh, Mark and Nick follow this guy, and he has like 60 mutual. We have like 60 mutual friends, and then I look at their pages, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll add you.
Bad Comedy Flyers on Facebook is my favorite Facebook account right now. And nothing's better than when I see a local one on there. I'm like, oh my god, it got on there.
Have I made it on there yet?
If you work hard enough, you can get on there.
Now I'm gonna try my best to make shitty flyers.
Don't do that. I mean, some people I think do, so they can land
Wasn't
on
somebody
there.
posting in that group chat? Someone posted like, oh, like there's people who actually do that, and it's sad.
Ah, that's weird.
I will say my first Hype Bar and Grill one when I had that, it looked like a island brochure, which is what I was going for, but I was like, it doesn't really represent.
But no, they always use different crazy fonts. Obviously, they have 30 different comics on there sometimes. Uh, a lot of disgusting color choices. Nothing clashes ever.
Next comedy flyer I make, I'm gonna make it Dookie Brown, and make the text yellow.
Sometimes they just use Comic Sans as a font. I don't know why Comic Sans pisses people off.
Okay, I can get it if if the artwork is like comic book esque or like artsy. Like
Yeah.
for example, there's that one show in Reno, the Coffee and Comics. Comics, Comic Sans makes sense.
Yeah.
But if it's like fucking I don't know, you're just making Comic Sans in all your flyers because you don't know how to change the font, then it's like you shouldn't be making flyers.
I always like the. Okay, here's what I got to ask about bad comedy flyers. Why? And I mean, why do they use the microphone that looks like it was used 1936 in Madison Square Garden?
Oh,
Why
like
do
the
they
fucking
use.
weird one?
Yes.
Like yeah.
We never performed in a microphone like that ever.
No one has ever had to hold a microphone like this.
Like this. from the ceiling, like it's coming down
Dude.
from the ceiling, and you're talking into it like this. No one's done that in comedy history. I don't think it's ever happened in comedy history.
Bro, I literally want to. I'm gonna make my next comedy flyer be one of the microphones you see at an airplane. It's like attention passengers, just and make that like me as the host, and I'm like this on the flyer, like.
But we always gotta. I don't know. It's either corded or cordless. Okay, we don't have the setup where the Lewis Black setup where he doesn't even use a microphone. It's just like a piece, like a fucking mic piece attached to his face, which I always found to be kind of weird. Actually, he's kind of like mic'd up over here. I don't know. I don't know why they keep using the old-fashioned, stupid, old. Nope, I've never seen one of those.
They type microphone on Google and then they just grab the first image they see.
Oh, and another bad comedy flyer pick. Why do they always show like a velvet stage?
Oh,
that's not the real stage. That's a lot of these shows. It's just, I don't know, just a bar.
Sometimes, I mean, Alameda's stage looks like that.
Okay, that's it. That's the only one where
I can't think of another one.
we don't have any of those where it's an actual velvet stage.
That's true.
I always get annoyed by that. Just kind of show it how it really is.
Yeah, that's true. That is fucking true.
That's my complaint about bad comedy flyers. You don't need everyone's face on it. You know what? I like the and more. I like that some people get mad when they're part of the and more.
Yeah, I don't like
you were part of the and more.
Yeah.
So what? Who cares?
I mean, in a sense,
here's the deal.
It depends on who's the people on the flyer.
Okay, here's the deal. This is what. Okay, you brought the more. You gave them more.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, if you're the and more and you do better than the people's names that are on the flyer, then it's like,
hey, man, and you should do this after you're done. And more.
I should just walk on stage like, give it up for Jordan. I'm like, don't you mean and more? Thank you.
And more? Is that what you wanted? Is that what you people want right now in the crowd? You should just try to hype up the people. I get it.
I get it for some circumstances. Like if it's like, for example, like if it's a show with like 3 main guys and then there's and more, and then you get like a guest set or some shit, like that's one thing. Like, but if it's like, hey, Mark, me, you, and Gabe are all gonna do 20. It's just us 3. We're gonna do 20 minutes each. No one's doing more than the other. 20 minutes each. But I'm the only one on the flyer, and you 2 are and more.
You know what I'm gonna do? One of these days, I'm gonna book a show, right? And I'm gonna have the and more part, and it's gonna say blah 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 blah. You know the names, and then it's gonna say and more, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
And more unfortunately.
In quotations, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to.
I owe them a You know, it's the thing I've always wanted to do. Some people post like all their upcoming dates, you know, right? I've always wanted to post the upcoming dates and shows and shit. And then underneath it, I write the reason why I'm on there.
Oh, sucked his dick.
I
put him on my show at Brixton Hops, so he
he booked me. I owe him.
I cried. I got on my hands and knees and begged him, please, to just give me a guest spot, and he gave me a guest spot.
Yeah, I get begged for a guest spot.
That's what I hate. Don't you hate when you, like, talk to comics, and then, like, they'll be like, yeah, man, not trying to brag, but she hit me up to put me on her show, and then, like, you talk to the person, and she'll be like, yeah, he begged me to be on the show, so I gave him a guest spot.
Yeah,
it's like quit acting like you're something you're not, man.
I don't understand that. I just kind of look at it as like I got on this thing because I don't know.
That's like me being like yeah, I'm not trying to brag, but I got asked to go to Comedy Store in July. No, fucking Colin's like, who would like to do this? And I said, me, please, me, Colin, please, me. Like I begged for it.
Yeah, like I want to be on. That'd be great. That's a dream of mine.
I literally was like, Colin, I'll suck your dick, please, dude, just please. Yeah, I want to go to Comedy Store.
Come on, put it in there, right?
And then I'm gonna walk around like, yeah, I'm going to Comedy Store. They wanted me. They begged me. I was like, I guess I'll do it.
I'm not gonna out the guy. There's a guy we know who puts on some shows. Whenever he puts me on one of the shows, though, he always goes like this. Yeah, it's gonna be a shitty show. Like nobody showed up last time. He always lets me know right away. It's not gonna be. Just have fun. And he just says, "Have fun. Just have fun." I'm like, all right,
just have fun.
As you know, sometimes you show up to these crappy shows and it turns out to be amazing. So you never know how it is.
Sometimes, some fucking times. Honestly, can I just say this too? By the way, uh, Finnegan's open mic has been fantastic.
Hey, stop it.
Knock on wood.
You're gonna jinx it. You're gonna
but
jinx
no,
it.
seriously, I've done it twice. Dave Touchstone, hands down, shout out to Dave. Dave is really fucking smart for what he's done to that mic and putting it in that new area of the bar. Everyone's been listening and it's been nice and easy. And I think that it was really smart of him to make that move. A lot of comics are like, why don't you do it on the stage and blah, blah, blah. Like,
oh, we did the stage. We remember the years of Finnegan's on the stage.
Fucking would listen to us. We did 2 years up on that bitch, and no one would fucking listen to us because you're in a shadowy bar and everyone's spread out. So he made us all get into this one corner, and everyone's listening. Like, it's great.
Yeah.
Like, you get a few talkies, but not as bad.
Yeah, I like how you said it like it's like a silent movie versus those new movies. You get a few talkies.
Yeah, a few talkies, like the Chips.
But here's the deal. Like Finnegan's before that change was the worst mic to ever exist in the history of mics.
It was pretty bad.
I did my first year or 6 months of comedy there during that time, and I thought I was awful, and I probably was. And then I did a room where they listened and people laughed, and I was shocked.
You hosted last time.
Yeah, I hosted last time.
And you did great. And see what I mean though? He's fantastic.
So sometimes a slight tweak in a producing something, because we produce shows, it all matters. You know, you can't just go, here's a microphone, it's gonna be a good time. Man, we got it popping, man. You can't just, you gotta actually think about the placement and everything. So
that's how you can
tell.
Know like, no, I understand. Like that's how you can really tell when people like put time and thought into shit, because
they look at it and they're like,
exactly.
We should move that there. It's too high of ceilings and it's getting a little echoey. We need there needs to be sound distribution within the room. Yeah, there was that kind of shit as well. So
yeah.
Anyway, congrats on the Touchstone films.
Yeah, good shit, man. He's doing great. Other stuff to talk about. I'm a perform. Huh?
Oh, go for it.
I'm gonna perform in Reno for the first time.
Reno? Woo. I was only there briefly. You're gonna be at 3 different shows, right? 2?
Yes.
Okay, 2 shows. You're gonna perform at your first comic book store?
I guess so. I don't know if it's considered I guess so. It's called Coffee and Comics, and I see what they did there. Comic books and comedians. Anyways, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. I'm turning the big 25. I'm gonna be 25. I'm actually
Quarter life crisis coming up, man.
Oh,
Quarter life crisis is coming up.
You're not gonna believe what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get fucking drunk. I'm gonna make it a mission. I'm getting drunk.
You hear that one, kidney? He's gonna drink. He's gonna drink a lot.
And literally fucking.
That's not the drinking fucking symbol right there.
No, fucking hang loose. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, okay.
No, but yeah, my mission is to get drunk. I'm gonna actually gamble, and I'm gonna fucking hit up the arcade machines, have some fucking fun, do some shows, and then.
Arcade machine, it's not gambling, damn it. That's just an arcade machine.
No, I'm doing both. I'm like, do arcade and gambling.
You know, there's arcade gambling machines now. You know that, right?
Yeah, like the Wheel of Fortune shit, stuff like that.
There's this Silent Hill one. I know a friend who's like a big Silent Hill fan. He's like, I hate what they've done to the Silent Hill series. They fucked it up and they screwed it over. So when I was in Vegas, I saw a Silent Hill gambling machine. He's like, look what they did here. Go to hell. They ruined your franchise.
I don't know if I should. I can't say anything yet.
Don't say the N-word. Okay, just checking.
What if I did? What?
I got a big thing coming up, okay? All right. Now on June 16th, okay? All right? You're not supposed to say that. I thought you were going to be on a show. What the hell?
I don't even know. That was just so. Don't.
It's going to be huge. All right, everybody. Here it is. On June 16th.
God damn it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jordan. That's what they named the show.
I was gonna say, I'm not even gonna tell Mark, but just know, when I get back from Reno, something big will happen. Just know that. I don't want to spoil anything, but next podcast, something big, something interesting will be talked about because something's gonna happen. Just letting you guys know, something big's happening.
You're gonna find out your real dad?
Maybe. I'm saying the
You're gonna pass a kidney stone?
Oh, dude, I'm scared to pass a kidney stone with my one kidney.
You're gonna finish up Zelda Breath of the Wild?
I've already beat Zelda Breath of the Wild twice.
I don't know. I don't know. Beats me. Well, folks, we're a little burnt out. We got plugs. This is a mini episode. We don't care.
Yeah, it's a half hour. We just wanted to say to you, thank you guys so much for all you guys that actually support us and stuff.
I just want to thank the new Facebook fake accounts. You guys, I don't know any of you. It's great. You're all really random. So I need more of you. I don't know where the fuck you're. I don't know. You probably don't know who I am. But I appreciate it. I don't know who you are either. So that I like.
But
positive messages.
But no, seriously, thank you guys for supporting with us. I know we haven't been as frequent at like bam 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 lately. There's been a lot of shit going on. We're trying to find a perfect schedule that works for the both of us. Because we'll be
our schedules are fucked. Our schedules are fucked. We gotta work.
And
we
then
gotta do comedy.
And then
we gotta do mics. Sometimes we're booked on things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a little... And then sometimes we're just burnt out. Last week I just had to take a week off because I was just like, I need sleep. I can't... I got myself physically sick, and then I did one mic, and then I just took a week off because I was just burnt out. So... there's a little bit of mental breaks as well, but this is not going to be the last episode.
Yeah, we were kidding with that. I hope they knew that.
I swear.
One thing I was thinking, I think we might, to help with, to make sure we're more frequent, I was thinking about this. I think to try to make sure me and Mark stay on schedule, we might have maybe a little bit less of guests every damn week. I think we should space it out a little bit more, and then just every week guarantee a 45-minute episode, just us. That way we can get our episodes back, and then once we get guests, I don't want to push we need a guest this week. We need a guest this week. It's all right, our next guest, we're not going to say who, but we have him lined up. We're going to record that. Put it out because we've been jam-packed with guests lately. I feel like we should space it out a little bit.
We had a really good streak of white guy guests.
Yeah.
Very
accurately.
I think we did a good job. I mean, I wanted to give back to...
It was literally Manuel, David Thorne, Nick Michelson, and then Aaron Crewman, and then Logan Farr. Logan Farr is white, right?
Logan Farr and then Milani. Man, we had
Tom Bickle, Milani, Kiefer, and then Molly McGee.
Oh,
we need to mix it up, bro.
Good. That was a good streak. I mean, I feel like I got to give back to the community,
Of course.
The people, I want to be the voice of the voiceless. So we had a very good streak of white guy guests. I think it's going to get broken soon. I think. We shall see.
So anyways,
if it gets broken, we're going to start another good streak of white guy guests.
But I was saying that we're going to try making it to where it's not guest central every single week. So if that's the best thing I could think of, because mostly me and Mark will have a schedule ready, and then our guests are always like, they also have a job and a completely different schedule and comedy and shit.
I'm gonna write that online. I need a guest for the next podcast. He has to be a white guy. If we can get one, we need more of them because we were doing very well. We need more of them, is what I'm saying. So,
but anyways,
I think it ends next week. It might end another after that. So.
Anyways, guys, that's what I'm trying to say is we're gonna start doing more. They're just gonna be more jam-packed, smaller, and me and Mark mostly. But then we're gonna have guests still. But we're just trying to make it to where we need to produce more and worry about.
We need more content. We've been lacking. We've been, you know.
Maybe after we'll do like 2 to 3 of just us and then guests. 2 to 3 guests, so we can like try. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
There's something gonna happen.
We'll figure it out.
And hopefully we're gonna bring it in person soon.
Here's the thing, though. There's been comics saying you haven't put me on in a while. You know, they go,
we're gonna get them. We're gonna get them.
You know how this is. You haven't put me on. Why haven't you put me on? What are you doing? Are you a gatekeeper? Huh?
We want anybody, literally. Like, I don't care who, like what. I'm down to have people who even fucking hate me on.
You know what? I want to hate. I want a hater on.
That'd
a hater
be fun.
would be a fun, like, let's hammer it out. Let's talk it out right here.
Get some fucking ratings. Instead of 20 views an episode, we'll get like 40. Like,
ooh, these people really hate each other. And then they just kind of had an okay conversation.
But yeah,
well,
we're figuring it out.
You know, people need to figure out, all right? You need to figure it out right now. You need to figure out how to fucking go on my goddamn link and buy my goddamn Continued Success t-shirts. That's what you got to figure out. By the way, you have one of them. Is it not the most comfiest fucking t-shirt on the planet?
Shit, I fell.
Okay.
I wasn't planning on falling.
100% cotton, folks. 100%.
Oh.
You fell again?
Dude,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
I can't believe I did that right now. Oh,
you okay,
fuck.
buddy?
Anyway, get the fucking merch. Oh, fuck. My
what
ankle.
You got? You got a fucking mud pit in your goddamn room?
Oh, fuck. What?
Someone left behind a fucking Mario Kart banana in your goddamn room?
Ow. Fuck. I actually fucked up my foot. Anyways, get the Continued Success merch.
Continued Success shirts. Super cool. Different colors. 100% cotton. Positive message.
Yeah, buddy.
And also, they're in green and gold Oakland A's colors. And with the Oakland A's as shitty as they are right now, the shirts are now ironic. So, just wear that too.
Or you can get some Q-Bomb comedy merch that's black and white, simple, nice, stylish. Or the Maple-Baum merch, which is still out. We're going to update the design soon because we have the new yellow text.
Yeah.
So we're going to update them to
the new powerful font. It's powerful.
Any shows to shout out?
Just got added on one.
Fuck, my ankle.
You doing okay, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I fell twice.
How was it twice?
I don't know. I fell I tripped going to the closet, and then I fucking ate shit walking out of the closet. And there's nothing on the ground. I just fell.
You're like a clumsy girl out of one of those Jason Voorhees movies.
I guess so.
Okay, so this Friday, May 20th, I'm going to be at the Pioneer Tap Room in Fairfield with some other cool people, Molly McGee, Brian Holloway. That's going to be a good show. And Painkillers, best name of a venue ever. Painkillers, that's going to be, where's that at? Roseville? Rockland. That's going to be May 29th on a Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. All right, so June 3rd is a big day, okay? This is, in my opinion, my biggest gig I've ever gotten. It's going to be over at the Ghostlight Theater in Stockton, California, opening for your headliner, Insane Wayne. This show is kind of like what I get myself into, but I think I'm going to be pretty fucking good.
Hell yeah.
That's a big one. That's a big one for me. Okay, also, here's the deal. If you don't go to that, go to Bricks and Hops on the same day. So
are you not good? Is that the first Bricks and Hops you're gonna miss?
I'm not going to be there.
Wow, so it's that big of a fucking deal. So you guys need to go. I'm probably gonna, if I don't have a show that day, I'm probably gonna go out and support you.
So let's just say hopefully it sells out. Then go to Bricks and Hops.
Yeah, if it sells
Or
out, then I'll go to Bricks.
buy a ticket to the Stockton show and go to Bricks and Hops anyways. Or give Bricks and Hops money, right? Have a drink over there, and then in Lodi have a drink, and then head to the show over at fucking Stockton.
Does Manuel need a second co-host?
Now we're good. We're covered. So I did ask him. He's like, hey, "You need somebody
You
else?"
can
He's
do
like,
it.
nah, I'm good. Yeah, I mean that's why you have a co-host. It's
That's
kind of like
true.
if you can't do it, then I can do it. So, and then that's about it. At Madman and Maple on Instagram and TikTok, and now Twitter.
There you
I'm
go.
on Twitter, and then send Jordan some relief money for his broken ankle. Continued success.
Every Wednesday we have the Hype Bar and Grill. You guys know what it is. Tomorrow, which I believe this would be out tonight, so Tuesday, the 17th, I'll be at Laughs Unlimited in Old Sacramento for the Pro Am Showcase. Please come out. Use the code, when you buy the ticket, use the promo code QBOMB0517 so they know you came with me. And then the 19th, I'll be at Mystic Saloon in Avery, California. That's going to be a good one. A lot of heavy hitters
Cool
on that.
venue.
Yeah. May 20... Oh, and then my birthday, May 22nd, I'm going to be at the Dead Panda Comedy open mic, which is at... Oh, I got to make sure I get it right. I didn't write it down, which I should have. It is at the Blind Onion Pizza and Pub in Reno. It's my first show in Reno on my birthday, so come on out and see me do that. And then the 24th, I'll be also still in Reno for Coffee and Comics, which I think is that what it's just called? Coffee and Comics in Reno? I believe so, yeah. Coffee and Comics in Reno. So that's my second show I'll be doing in Reno. Be a really good show.
I'm going to come up with a comedy name called Comedy and Sentences.
And then May 28th, we're doing a showcase at the Hype Bar and Grill. We got a lot of cool heavy hitters on it. There'll be me. There'll be Gable Alexander. He'll be hosting. And then we're going to have our headliner, D. John Tyler, featuring Tina San Lucas, Alvin Duke, Cookie Williams, and David Thorne for the Spring Fling Comedy Showcase. We haven't had a showcase at Hype in a while, so if you guys can.
Yeah.
$10 a ticket, or hit me up. You can be on my guest list.
Yeah, that's a good lineup.
And then I'll also be with Mark, May 29th at Painkillers in Rockland. June 2nd is a big deal for me. I'll be headlining my first comedy club ever, Tommy T's. I believe the tickets are going to be free. So if you guys can, come on out. It's free tickets. It is a 2-item minimum, I believe, but it's a free entry.
I don't really keep track of that.
But seriously, I'll be dropping 20. Come out, support your boy. Then June 8th, I'll be at the Punchline in Sacramento with Wendy Lewis. Really excited for that one. So if you can, come out to that one.
Oh yeah, I should say Wendy Lewis is our headliner for the Brooks and Hops show on.
So if you miss
June 3rd.
If you miss her then, you can get her then.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I don't know what the fuck you should do that day.
And then June 24th.
I don't know what the fuck you should do that day.
June 24th, I'll be at Ghostlight doing a show with Colin Casados and Ian and a bunch of
said
bands.
His name wrong. It was Casados.
Casados. I always fuck it up. And then there's going to be a bunch of bands and stuff like that. And then July 26th, I'll be at the Comedy Store for my roasting debut at the Comedy Store, or just Comedy Store debut. And then July 27th, me and Mark are going to be battling it out round 2 at the Ha Ha Comedy Club in LA.
You're so fucking dead. I haven't written one joke yet.
I haven't either, because I have been writing material and stuff on Jamar.
Hey.
I told you, I think you should do the cancer one still. That one's a really good one.
Who needs jokes when you got violence? Because I'm going to beat the fuck out of you that day.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And we will film it, too, so it'll be a good time. Will we put... It depends. If me and him use too much of the same jokes from the last roast, then we probably won't. But I'm going to try and mix it up a little bit. Like, I think the heavy hitter ones we should reuse just because they make the show good. Like, that cancer one you wrote is fucking great.
What if instead, though, I go, you know what? I'm going to sub out a guy. Here it is, everybody. Here is Don Rickles, and he's going to do jokes for me instead. Now, I know he's dead, but...
It's just his fucking skeleton.
I just reel him out. Look at this is the guy right here, man.
What a bad note to end on.
Mr. Warmth right here. He ain't warm anymore.
Anyways, that's been the podcast. Give us 5 stars on Spotify and iTunes. Make sure to give this video a like on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. We post our highlights on TikTok too. Should be a good
Try
time.
teleporting on June 3rd. If you can hop back and forth between 2 shows, that'd be pretty cool.
If you could do June 2nd, though, to see me headline at a comedy club, that's...
I mean, that's easy. They all know where to go.
Yeah,
that's Tommy T.
Pleasanton. Easy.
But I'm giving my people here a weird dilemma with my 2 shows that are simultaneous.
It happens.
2 different nights.
Bricks and Hops usually does really, really well. So, like, I don't think you should be worried too much about.
Yeah,
Bricks.
I think we should be okay. We'll have.
But like, you go to Ghostlight. Go to Ghostlight because Manuel's going to hold down.
You know what? Yeah, just fucking go to Ghostlight.
Literally,
Damn it.
every single show at Bricks and Hops has been literally people are standing because it's so fucking packed. You'll be fine.
We can't even fit dogs there anymore. Remember the first couple shows we were able to fit a dog in there?
Yeah.
There was a dog fight during Josh Beans' set. That was pretty funny. That happens.
That's true. Anyways, that's been the podcast. Thank you guys so much for supporting. We'll be back with another episode. And yeah, any other words, Mark?
And more.